Hello everybody and welcome to race number 8 of the season here at Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama. Well, we're here for 8th race season and Cole Deaver on the pole there. No surprise, Earnhardt Nation on the pole here today. Next to him, Jack Halleck in the 7th. 3rd, Kyle Keith. 4th, Carson Gum. 5th, Michael Norman. 6th, Benjamin Miles. 7th, Derek Hamill. 8th, James Qualls. 9th, Jonathan Zorlin in the top 10. Stephen Pollard III. Here's the rest of your line from 11th on back. And I'm telling you, because we are at Talladega, I would not be surprised if the 3 or the 8 somehow managed to win. Neither would the 24 because of the past history that has been happening at this super speedway. On the final row there, we have Sebastian Kukulon and Carter Friesen. I can't even speak my words of what I'm saying here. But again, no surprise. Cole Deaver on the pole for today's race, especially that we're in Talladega. Here are the points coming into this race. Carson Gum, he has been having such a fantastic season. He's on the pole. Why am I saying he's on the pole? That'd be, I don't even know what I'm saying. He is the points leader coming into this race. He has a 25-point lead over Michael Norman. Pollard III, 1 point behind him in 3rd, and 1 point behind him, your previous race winner, Seth Cole. He's jumped up to 4th with his 2nd win of the year. Fitzwater's dropped down to 5th. Kyle Keith has dropped down to 6th. Benjamin Miles jumped up 6 spots to 7th. Was McCoy down a spot in 8th. Vince Freese jumped up to 9th. RJ Bishop just barely hangs in the top 10. Mitchell Collins, he is just outside the top 10 in 11th. He gained 15 spots, as to Trent Dunham in those last set of races. Phil Parker, the biggest loser, with minus 13 there. So, of course, Talladega, for those who've never watched any Talladega race in this series, you know it will be a crazy race. It can get very unpredictable. It can be very wild. So a lot of things can happen in these 29 laps. So let's go down trackside to get those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command that has been given. Again, a 29-lap event here in Talladega. This is a very fun track to use, especially this version itself, 2014. And all 42 cars roll on off. No problems, which that is a great sign. So Cole Deaver in the number 3 car. This is actually kind of fitting that, you know, the 3 is on the pole at Talladega. And, of course, Talladega very popular with Earnhardt Nation. So definitely will be a big thing right here. Him and Jack Halleck on the front row. That's like a dream front row right there, to be honest. Really, it is. So the pace car comes on down pit road. And I guarantee you there probably will be a caution or two. Would not surprise me. But we're about ready to turn them loose here. At one of the most historic super speedways that's out there. And we're about ready to turn them loose. And green flag is out and we're underway here at Talladega Super Speedway. Coming off of turn 2, you're already seeing some of the pack is already going 4 wide, but they're already going back to 3. I guarantee you they probably seen 4 wide early on and then said, well, that kind of may not be a good idea to do this early on, so let's just stick to 3. Cole Deaver trying to see if he can lead lap number 1. Remember, Talladega's start-finish line is not on the front straight. It's just before turn 1. And to see Jonathan Zorlin go down low, Kyle Keith, that will solidify Cole Deaver in the 3 to lead lap number 1. Earnhardt Nation will get up on its feet and celebrate like crazy. He leads the first lap. But for how long can he lead? Dunham now going for 2nd. That's what Deaver needs to see right now. All these drivers battling right behind him right there. But don't forget, there's 29 laps. There's plenty of time. Anything can happen. You never know what can happen with this crazy historic track right here. Now Jessica Sheldon already working underneath Jonathan Zorlin and Trent Dunham for the 2nd position. Classic pack super speedway racing. That's going to be going around into turn 3, heading into turn number 4 right here. Sheldon has got a huge push from Andrew Miller in the 31. Now Miller going to look down low for 2nd. Can't seem to do it. Shelton tucks back in line. Deaver gonna lead another lap coming here at Talladega. Good start for Deaver in the 3. Shelton sticking with the 3 car right here, so they're now starting to go 4 wide toward the front of the field. It is Deaver, Shelton, and Miller all nose to tail as they're 3-4 wide behind. And now Miller makes the move for second. I'm telling you, they're not wanting to pass the 3. They're just wanting to pass each other for second and third on back. But this is allowing Deaver to have his Sunday drive right here. Coming in at nearly 200 miles an hour, 195 to be exact, on the straights. Now you see Aaron Macklin, our previous race winner, Seth Cole, who's been having such a tremendous season here in that 24. He came close last season to win the title, but fell apart the last couple of races. Now here comes Macklin for second. Now Seth Cole says, forget it, 3 wide for the second position. Now with this Talladega, they could do 3 wide, and technically they can do 4 wide. As long as they don't lean each other heading into the corners, they will be A-okay. Primarily turn number 3. That is a big trouble spot right there with these drivers. And Seth Cole says, forget your opportunity to lead. Now Seth Cole says, I'm going for a 3rd win this season. He ducks to the inside. And another number and another famous NASCAR driver that has been out there is very well known with Talladega, the Jeff Gordon colors, Seth Cole. If he gets a 3rd win this season, you better watch out Carson Gum. He really wants that title. But Seth Cole will lead his first lap of the race. For how long? Dylan Young tried to peek, couldn't do it. 4 wide behind. And that's right around where Cole Deaver is in the 3. Tuck back in line. Tell you what, both the Robert Yates cars were working together. That was JT Bryan, Chris Dollerton. Now Dylan Young, Vince Almariego. They're trying to put the 24-3 wide you're seeing right there. And we'll go to the inside of the DuPont Chevrolet. Almariego couldn't do it. Or did I say Almariego? Oh my goodness, I said Almariego. I'm thinking of last season. Zach Winkle, rather. Apologies. I'm getting last year's drivers mixed up with this season's, and it's been a bad habit with me, especially with how certain drivers are. Zach Winkle couldn't make the move. Ironic enough, his old ride a little bit farther back, but Dylan Young in the 92, though, will lead his first lap of the season. The Stacy Compton colors. I better keep this up just in case now. William Brock now in the 4, now trying to go for the lead. And now Angel Navarro, the winner at Mosport, trying to go underneath Young and try to follow William Brock. Now that they passed the 3 of Deaver, you're seeing more passes for the lead. No surprise, they are starting to happen. Continuously spread out is this entire pack. See Kyle Keefe toward that rear of the field. He's just been laying back for now. Friesen now trying to make it 3 wide, heading to the turn. He just got his nose underneath, and wow, Kev Shear nearly getting turned right there. He got pinched coming into the corner, but keeps his car together. Still about 3 by 3 throughout this pack, which has been crazy to even think about. Jay Jefferson trying to lead. Now look at Josh Osborne, 4 wide coming to the line. Who's going to lead at the lap right here? Wow, that looked like Friesen did, and he damn sure did. But holy cow, were they getting racy towards the front of the field. Are they seriously going to go 4 by 4? You betcha they are. Navarro in a sucker hole right now in that outside middle line right there. And now Adam Garcia working on the inside, trying to pass Jay Jefferson for that 2nd position. Thank God I got that driver right now. Sebastian Kukulon, he was in the rear of the field when he started the race, and here he comes all the way up to 2nd. It took 7 laps, nearly 8 laps, and now the 43 went from 41st to now going for the lead, trying to lead at the line. He's got Kyle Matthews and Jesse Turner behind him, as well as Zach Rogers. At the line, Kukulon will lead. So it tells you that magic number, is, especially with a big pack like this, how many laps it'll take to get you from the rear of the field, from that deep portion of the pack, to the front of the field, but no problems. So far, everything A-okay for the time being. Now Zach Rogers says, forget your battle for the lead, Jesse. I'm going for the lead 3 wide. Gonna check it in the rear right now. Some drivers that have been falling back now are into that rear of the field. Cole Deaver just seen in that 3 car, now starting to make his presence on that inside line, trying to work his way back up to the front of the field. And a 4 wide toward the front again. Nearly 5 wide they're trying right there. Oh my goodness, that almost was a very bad idea. Mitchell Collins almost got put 5 wide by Jack Halleck, and I can tell you right there, if they went 5 wide to 1, that would have been automatic death. But goodness gracious, that would have been really, really bad. So far, 9 laps into the race, everyone hanging in there, but I don't want to jinx it because look at Angel Navarro leaning on Sebastian Kukulon there coming into 3. I'm telling you, that's dangerous right there because I've seen that plenty of times. Drivers will lean onto each other heading into that turn and will cause an accident. 4 wide in the rear of the field right now as well. But you're seeing towards the front. Everyone now back, settling out the 3 wide. Oh, as soon as I say that, Zach Rogers went to that real high line, but Navarro decides to stay back with Gum. Collins now will lead a lap. This race is going to make me lose my breath here, and despite the fails at times I'll be saying in my commentary, I don't think it's going to bother me one bit. It's going to go crazy. Now Halleck to the point. He's going to bring along the champion, Rob Evans. He's been having an up-and-down season. Been involved in quite a number of wrecks there lately, but 8 car trying to represent, trying to be a back-to-back champion. Now here comes Benjamin Miles to the inside for the lead. 3 wide. Wow, Trent Dunham just barely got himself back in line right before going into that 55 right there. Good job by the one to get back in line there. Otherwise, that would have been really, really bad. I remember Kyle Keith earlier, who was just quite a ways back on lap 6 or 7 and just immediately been working his way up towards that front. Trent Dunham in the 1's going to lead that lap, I think. Close battle, but indeed, count it. Dunham, barely over Miles. And Navarro going to stick Evans 4 wide. Oh, and Evans trying to hit the gas, and he does. Now you've seen Sheldon getting put to the middle. Derek Hamill puts her in a 3 wide scenario there. Hamill now moves to the inside for 3rd as Kyle Keith is going for the lead. Kind of ironic the fact that Trent Dunham, Kyle Keith, they're teammates for their own team, second keep, but for here they're not teammates. That doesn't mean they're going to race all out right here. And speaking of which, here comes Hamill. Here comes the pole sitter. Cole Deaver working back up the front. 4 wide for the lead. Now 3 wide coming to the line, and Deaver will lead a 4th lap coming on in. That 3 car's been strong all race here. Watch out for him in the very end if he doesn't get involved in an accident. But now Norman says otherwise. He wants the lead. Charles Sanford coming along. Aaron Macklin coming along. Andrew Miller also coming along. Us too with Adam Flickinger and RJ Bishop on that inside line. So far you've been seeing they've been remaining mostly 3 wide. They've been 4 wide a couple of times. But thankfully they've been selling it back out. And now Flickinger got forced up down the middle. And wait a minute. Oh, drivers are coming down pit road. Green flag stops here at Talladega. And that freaked out the pack, but goodness gracious, how they made it without wrecking is beyond amazing. Some cars kicking up some dirt right there. I think that was Jay Jefferson right there. And I think Carter Friesen, I don't know what the heck he's doing, but I think he was trying to get into his stall, but that was a weird entryway. Kind of separated the pack a little bit right here, but I guarantee you the rest of these drivers, if not all of them, will be coming down pit road this time by. Let's see what happens when they come off of 4. Who's coming down? Who's staying out? Just about everyone's coming down, but Evans, Keith, Dunham, Flickinger, Halleck, Miles, and Collins, as 2 with Parker staying out. The rest on down. Charles Sanford let him off pit road that time. Not a bad stop at that 25. And now that those cars will be a lap down for now, that will change once these drivers come down pit road and all these drivers come out. Cole Deaver leading this field down on pit road. And Evans and all those, they're trying to avoid these guys as they're going to be coming down pit road. And Dunham, unfortunately, couldn't come down pit road. He's got to stay out now. So the good news for Dunham, he's going to lead a lap. The bad news is he got caught with all those other drivers. So he is the only one to stay out. Look at all Calamity exiting pit road here. We're keeping an eye on Dunham. And we're going to have to watch his speed now, because if he runs out of gas or, you know, he has a problem, then that's going to really be bad news for the Pennsville Chevrolet. My memory serves me correctly, too. If he does have a problem, he's going to be in the middle of pit road. And, wow, he's trying to avoid JT Bryan right there. And you could tell he's trying to go low. And he's trying to make an indication saying, I'm coming down now. And he's slowing down big time. You know he's coming down now. And, oh, Adam Flickinger's coming down pit road. I guess he stayed out too. I didn't even realize. So the good news for Dunham, he's got Adam Flickinger with him. And Dunham gets a quick stall right there. Save for Adam Flickinger. I believe it may look like Rob Evans is going to lead him off the entirety of green flag pit stops. Halleck, Kyle Keith, and Michael Norman all within their lane. As to with Deaver, Charles Sanford, and Andrew Miller. Now, when these guys reform again, it's going to be a matter of time to see who's really going to be up there in that pack battling for this win. Flickinger and Dunham are leaving pit road right now. I think Dunham's trying to tell Flickinger, get ready to go. Because here comes Evans. Dunham led at the line. There's Rob Evans in the 8. He's going to pass Adam Flickinger in the 44. And here he comes towards his teammate Trent Dunham, and will be the new leader, undoubtedly, the Budweiser Chevrolet, the Dale Jr. colors. Evans leads him down. Going to be a good number of cars battling for this win. They could actually reform again if it looks like it, for the most part. Flickinger with a very slow stop right there. Didn't really do a good job on his pit service there. Now he's trying to blend in with the pack. He's going to hold up Phil Parker, Nathan Hudson, and others. Wes McCoy trying to use that outside line to pass the 44. And will do so. At least he's trying to. I think now the 44's got himself up to speed. Oh, never mind. McCoy. Gonna get around. So a little bit of a different race right here. This entire pack is formed. And Evans chewed up and swallowed out. You're going to see drivers possibly like Jonathan Zorlin, JT Bryant, Zach Winkle, Carson Gumbs, Levi McIntyre, Zach Rogers, Trent Dunham, Benjamin Miles, James Qualls, Seth Cole, Angel Navarro, and Zachary Fitzwater all try to get in that pack alone. It possibly could be a 24-car pack. As Wes McCoy and others for 25th on back, they have lost that draft. These guys really lost it. Slow pit entries and days for Matthews, Garcia, Collins, and Friesen. Probably hoping for that yellow, but with the way how they're forming right now, I don't think it's going to happen. Meanwhile, RJ Bishop out in front, trying to see if he can hold on right there. It's safe to say Deaver's going to lead the most laps after all this. And I guarantee for the drivers who are just kind of single file right now, they know they have to stay single file in order to get up into that pack. If they keep battling, their chances of going up there for that win are going to be over. These guys do not realize that for sure, and they know they're not going to catch up in that pack, so they're saying, screw it, they're going to battle now. Definitely hope for that yelling. Is there a problem on somebody? I don't know if there was a problem on Miles. I'm not too sure, but regardless, though, it kind of scared me a little bit there. But in the meantime, Derek Hamley led that last lap over Andrew Miller, and he is enjoying his lead. Jonathan Zorlin now into the pack, and now here comes Sanford for the lead. Like Zach Rogers, he's going to get into the pack. Trent Dunham, who's one of the last two cars to get in pit road, he's going to get in. James Qualls, Seth Cole, Benjamin Miles, and Angel Navarro, all just within the pack alone, and Fitzwater trying to reel in as much draft as he can to get up to the 96 of Navarro. See the distance from 24th on back. At least nearly 4 seconds of a gap right there. That's going to solidify the end for 25th on down unless a caution comes out within a vicinity of where we can go back to green. You can see Fitzwater's trying real hard to get into that pack. You see 25th there of Kukulon on back. They're not going to have a chance to win. Biggest loser is Mitchell Collins. I think that is what happened. I don't know, but he is way off the pace. Going only 188. But we still got a race to do right here. At the line was McIntyre, I think. Yes, he led at the line. Fitzwater, he's trying so hard to get into that pack. He's just trying to find the first car he can find in that draft and get within him. He should stick with Shelton in that 9, because that's where he can get all that momentum right here. And Fitzwater in the 29 will be in the pack. We got a 24-car battle for the win. They have laced, for the portion of this entire race, all clean and green. Mainly 2 to 3 wide racing. James Quall's now going to lead here at Talladega. This would be great for him. He would love to win at this track. And now Miles looking 3 wide for second. Navarro coming along as 2 is Rob Evans and Jack Halleck. Look at Seth in that 24. You know he wants to go back in that inside line and try to go up there for that win. But Qualls, this would mean a lot to him. He's an old school fan. He loves Talladega with a passion. Be a great win for that 19 team. But you know there's others that want to win too. Can't deny the champion from last season, Rob Evans. He wants to go for a win. As to with Aaron Macklin looking for his first ever NR 2003 victory to do in the NNSCRA T-Mobile Cup Series. Evans, though, leads at the line. He's got the lead, but coming at the line this time by will be 6 laps to go. 4 wide for 5th. Sanford trying to tuck back in line. Couldn't seem to do it. Now him and RJ Bishop in a 4 wide hold. Sanford going to gun it and will tuck back in line. I guarantee you 25th on back. We're praying for that yellow to happen. But unfortunately not the case. They were hoping a wreck and then hoping that they could get around the wreck as quickly and safely as possible. Look at the pack between those drivers there. 5-second difference right there. At the line, look at Kyle Keith with a power move. Will get the lap. Led right there, but now Fitzwater, who was stuck trying to get into that pack, is now going for the lead. They're going 4x4 in this pack. This is where the aggression is really going to kick up right here, especially in these closing stages. And one wrong move, man, that could really end this race for a numerous amount of drivers. Bishop and Miller making some contact, but the Sigby Sever, Dollarton, and Qualls leaning on each other into 3. Now Deaver trying to go underneath Qualls. He is not liking this sucker hole right here as the 19. And are you serious? They're coming down pit road a second time. Oh, talk about turn of events right here. And now this pack is really going to get split up. Look at Kev Shear in the 32 and others passing cars coming down pit road. That's crazy. This is crazy stuff right there. Pollard the third is already down pit road. As to with Johnny Gardner. I kind of separated the pack a little bit right there. Pollard the third now back up on the course. Gardner, no problems. How many from this part of the pack will come on down? Probably see a good number of these drivers coming on down now because of it. Fitzwater just flying right on by, and Hamill's the only one to come on down. Kind of checked up a bit of the field right there. Now it's come down to pit strategy and to see if these drivers can hold on. Whole bunch of drivers down there from that time. Whoa, the caution's out! The caution is out! The caution is out on lap 26 of 29. I'm not too sure what the hell is going on here. But they're saying that Zachary Fitz... Oh, the wrecking there. It's Vince Freeze and Kyle Matthews. What on earth has happened? They're saying Fitzwater's the leader. I am not sure what brought out the yellow. But the keyword think here, the race may end now. And Fitzwater may be the winner. Again, I am not too entirely sure, but for the drivers that came down, who are a lap down, and it's only Stephen Pollard III and Johnny Gardner, they're going to be SOL right now. They're saying second place is Charles Sanford, but I am not sure what is going on right here. And Fitzwater is coming down, but here's the weird thing. I think because with Charles Sanford, oh goodness me, look out. Oh, Turner, look out, almost hit Charles Sanford. I think because some cars were ahead of Charles Sanford, Sanford has to let the others on by. I'm not too sure, but the 29 is down pit road. He could literally take 4 tires and gas if he could. But they're going to play smart. Gas only for the 29. He's out and away. I'm still not sure what is going on here. Friesen's mowing the grass for whatever reason. There's cars everywhere. I'm not kidding by everyone. Look, what is Kev Shearer doing right here? And safe to say, Fitzwater will lead it. Oh, and he spun out Navarro. What is going on out here? I don't even know. Adam Garcia with some damage, and this has to be one of the strangest Talladega races I've ever seen. Now Collins is the leader. I am just in all sorts of confusion here. But regardless, Kyle Matthews is out of the race. I don't know what happened. I think the caution may be out for him. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a look what happened here. But I think Collins may have just won the race now. We shall see. All right, you're seeing this, folks, right here. You're going to see when you look at Levi McIntyre, this was 24 coming into 25 for some of these drivers. Now, you see the pace car lights are off right now. We'll show you when the lights are on. There's the lights. The lights are on. The yellow is out. Now, this has strangely happened a few times in the series regarding some tracks. But there could be phantom cautions that come around. And to be honest, I don't even know what the caution came out for, but nobody was around at the time. Nobody. However, one driver's out of the race. That is Kyle Matthews. Now, you're probably wondering what happened to Kyle Matthews. So he came out on the track. He's going, doing his thing. Remember, the yellow's already out. See, they wadded up right here. And this did not bring out the caution because the caution's already out. But you see, because we're going to play a full motion here. This Matthews runs into Friesen, who also goes into Vince Freeze. So that ends the fives day. And then if you notice carefully, Fitzwater's way out ahead. Now, when you go back to Charles Sanford in the 25, remember with him, there's a bunch of cars that's got to pass him. Fitzwater, remember where he's at right here. It's right there. There's the yellow. Sanford, right there. That's where he crosses the line. Now, when that happens right there, Sanford has scored 4th right there. Not the leader. The leader at that point was Derek Hamill. Now, I believe, the keyword believe, because Hamill you don't even see in the mix here. That's what I think was the case. They were trying to find the 0-1. I think that's what it was. I'm not too sure. Or never mind. So look at it. So Fitzwater's the leader. Charles Sanford's the second. He's got nobody else in front of him to worry about except for all these cars that were down pit road. Now, you think with those drivers that came on down pit road, they would do something. Now let's go to Charles Sanford in the 25. This would probably explain a lot of things. Now look who's all behind him that you're going to see. See in TV2, there's a whole bunch of gaggle cars exiting pit road. They have to pass the 25, and then the 25 has to go ahead. Because these guys got to get ahead of the pace car. You see, they're all checked up from that incident right there. They're all ahead. And for some reason, Charles Sanford just doesn't get going. I don't know why, but he doesn't. Collins, you see here, keep an eye on him in the case. Because this has to be one of the strangest finishes in Talladega history, let alone strangest race. Now look at, he's 22nd. I believe, yeah, he came down pit road from the, I think the first set of pit stops. Now look at, he's flying right by the pack when this is all happening. Because Sanford's not hitting the gas. And then there you see Collins. He's just minding his own business right here. Fitzwater's already down pit road. Or about ready to come down pit road. And Collins realizes he could literally just stay out and win the race. No problem. Hamill, remember him, how he was with that pack? He was behind him when that happened. Sanford just didn't do that there. That's what made Collins the victor. Very weird phantom caution here in the T-Mobile Cup Series. Let's take you back to live action to see if Mitchell Collins will hang on and win. Well, there we are, folks. You are seeing it. We are on the white flag lap. The pace car lights are still on. And I'll tell you what, this really has to be one of the strangest Talladega races I've ever foreseen. And I really can't get the words out of my mouth. I'm kind of slurring. I'm just really in an amount of confusion that, you know, very few people can probably understand. But Collins looks like he's going to be victorious because if he stays out, he's got the job done. He will be a first-time winner in the NNSCRA T-Mobile Cup Series. And so close for Derek Hamill, but will get the job done in second. Carson Gum, the points leader, is going to come away in 6th position. He will retain the points lead yet again. And the drivers are trying to chase him like Michael Norman and others. Norman will only gain 2 spots after that alone, let alone 2 points. But coming off the final turn, coming down to the long front straightaway right here, Mitchell Collins in the 26 Kmart 4. The last couple of seasons, it has been times to where the driver who picks it gets no luck because it's the last one chosen. This season, it became the 55 of Benjamin Miles. This season, it is a victorious winner for the first time ever in T-Mobile Cup Series history. Checker flag is in hand, and Mitchell Collins does the unthinkable, and he's going to win here at Talladega Superspeedway in probably one of the biggest upsets that has been regarded in the series. Can you believe it? I think there's a driver on down pit road. Either that or they must have retired. Oh, maybe a lap down. I'm not too sure. But Collins victorious here. Let's get your top 10 results here. We already mentioned about our winner, Mitchell Collins, Derek Hamill in second. Levi McIntyre will round the podium in third. Mentioned about Michael Norman. Zach Rogers, a good run for him. He'll come away in the 5th position. And our points leader, Carson Gum, extending his point lead there. Zach Winkle, not a bad run for that 10 team. With the top 10 run in the 7th position. Jesse Turner, a great run in 8th after every bit of circumstance that happened to him. Wes McCoy up to 9th, and William Brock completing the top 10. Got a feel for Zachary Fitzwater in the 29 there. He will come away in the 12th position. Fitz Freeze away in 13th. Wow, I thought he was a lap down, but he did not. A damaged car, too. Here's the rest of your results right here. Probably one of the more different Talladega races that you were probably expecting. Maybe a little bit more towards the crashing and entertaining, but still a rather good race regardless. And now Collins making the indication of coming down pit road now. He has a problem. I think he's out of gas now. What a time he did it. Wow, that is crazy. So here's the rest of the results as you were seeing. And of course, 32 cars finished the race on the lead lap. 41 altogether. Kyle Matthews the only one out of the race due to the plow. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe part of the channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. We will see you guys later for the next race. Until then, you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We'll see you guys for the next race. Until then, goodbye everybody. Points in the end like always.